Hello everybody and welcome to lovely Jackson, Mississippi. Now what you just saw and what's right behind me is the 2020 Nissan Titan XD, and I want to tell you all about this truck. But first I want to say something to all of our viewers out there. Thank you so much, guys. TFLoffroad just cracked 100,000 subscribers, and obviously that's because you guys are out there watching, liking, and commenting. So I really appreciate it. Keep coming back to the videos, and hey, why don't you take this chance? Let me know, what do you want to see from the channel in the future? You know, we're a year and a half in, 100,000 subscribers in. The sky's the limit. We're trying to bring you guys exactly the content you want, but why don't you go below and let me know what you'd like to see. And hey, let me know what you already like seeing on the channel so we can do more of it. And right now, let's dive into that truck. So this, of course, is the 2020 Titan XD Pro-4X. And for 2020, this truck got a makeover. That's the first thing you're gonna notice, is just the way it looks. So first of all, you got the blacked out badge on the blacked out grille on the Pro-4X, I should say. You have those new Nissan red badges, which are pretty cool looking. And then the light signature is different here too, guys. The LED lights have been made a little more squared off, a little hard edges. And actually, what I like is that I think Nissan revisited that Warrior concept they rolled out in Detroit, you know, 5 years ago, and they actually took some of the cues off that Warrior and sort of rolled it in here, and that was a cool looking truck. So I think they actually made this thing look really nice. So next, we got to talk about all the off-road gear, right? And the first thing you notice up front, beefy skid plate and some nice big tow hooks. Now this is the Titan XD, which means that it gets a beefier frame than the regular half-ton Titan. And that's actually why these hooks are so low here. They're actually beneath the bumper because they're coming right off the frame. And the frame here is so thick, it hangs out, you know, well below the truck. These are great, nice and accessible. There's also a neat little Pro-4X badge right there too, guys, sort of molded right into the grill. It's a nice little touch. I like that one. So Andre, you stick right here, and guys, Andre's behind the camera. Say hi, Andre.
Hey guys.
You stick here. Let's pop the hood. We'll talk about the engine. All right?
Oh yeah.
So this is, you know, arguably the biggest news for the Titan for 2020. It's this puppy right here. And it's actually not that there is a 5.6 liter V8, but it's the fact that there is no longer a 5 liter V8 Cummins. That big diesel engine that debuted in the Titan XD, it's gone. You can no longer get a diesel. This is the only engine you're getting in this truck, but it has been updated for 2020. So there's a little bit more power here now, 400 horse and 413 pound-feet, although that is on premium fuel, an important asterisk. This engine is also hooked to a new transmission, a 9-speed automatic. That's up from the previous 7-speed. So, you know, in the battle of the gear ratios, Nissan is catching up to all the 10 speeds around the industry. One of the big advantages of that new transmission is a lower first gear and subsequently a lower crawl ratio, which just means you're gonna get way more power once you're down and low. But guys, let's keep walking around the truck here. I wanna show you inside too, because the interior was significantly updated for 2020. So the first thing you'll notice, once again, those red Nissan badges. It's been added to the steering wheel. Accent red stitching all around the cabin. The gauges have been totally updated. They're really nice and clean looking now. And same with the center stack. You know, it's all brand new up there. It's a slightly larger infotainment screen, and really Nissan's just modernized this truck. They've really, you know, brought it into 2020. It looks like it belongs with the nicest trucks out there right now. Let me show you some more off-road goodies here in the interior. So as part of this Pro-4X package, you're getting a rear locking differential. You control that with that guy right there. And then you're also getting hill descent control. You can turn it off and on using that switch right there. Now, hill descent control is going to, exactly like it sounds, bring you down a hill nice and calmly without you needing to touch the brake or the gas. Now, I also have a pretty cool off-road screen up here in the cluster. Like I mentioned, that's a redesigned screen, a really nice looking screen, and it's telling me all my angles. There's an inclinometer, and then also when I turn the steering wheel, you'll notice it actually shows you the exact degree that you're putting into the wheel. A hugely helpful feature off-road, just to help you understand exactly where your wheels are. A lot of times you're sticking your head out the window to understand where your wheel is, but if you have that readout, you know, you can actually understand exactly where they're pointing at any given time. Then of course we have the 4-low knob right down here. You're able to just push that, twist it, and you can stick the truck down into 4-low. And then we do have an integrated trailer brake controller, always appreciated once it comes time to hook up a big trailer. these days, it seems like required equipment for any off-road truck is a good set of cameras, and this Titan XD has those as well. So there's actually a physical camera button right there in the center stack. First, you get this view, a top 360 view in the front view. You also get the active guideline, so when I turn the wheel, it will show me where the truck is going. But actually, I think this view is better. You get the front view, but then look at that, guys. You also get a direct view on that passenger side front tire. And as I turn it here, you can see, you can watch exactly what it's doing. So if you're crawling, if you're going through mud, any tricky obstacles, you're able to really clearly see what your tire is doing. And that's massively helpful once you get off-road. All right, guys, we're just taking this Pro-4X out on a short drive. And let's feel that 5.6. So first of all, it sounds so good. I don't know how much you heard right there. Here's another clip of it just so you guys can hear this exhaust, because I'm calling it right now. This is the best sounding V8 in a pickup truck, period. Listen. So yes, it sounds amazing, and actually, you know what? The power is there to match. So this is the new 9-speed automatic, and certainly haven't been driving it long, but it seems like the downshifts are pretty immediate. It knows where it wants to be, and that's always the most important thing. With, you know, adding more gears, you worry that it's going to be hunting. That doesn't seem to be the case, and that's actually seems to be the case across pickup trucks these days. You know, more gears have been introduced in just about every brand, and transmission tuning has come a long way, and Nissan is certainly keeping up. There's no doubt about that. And then, like I said, the power here, there's tons of it. You put your foot into it, and this thing takes off. It feels really good on road. I do wish I could do some serious off-roading for you guys, but that's just not in the cards on this event. But I'm sure you guys know, as soon as I get one in Canada or the guys get one in Colorado, that we'll be taking it out on trail and really testing it out. So let's keep on walking, because there's a few more things I want to show you guys. And I don't know how well you can see them here. Of course, you got these general grabber tires, but that's not what I want to show you. It's right back in there. This truck has a set of Bilstein shocks on it. And of course, that's one of the big advantages going off-road in this Pro-4X, is those Bilsteins are just going to help to swallow stuff up, not beat you up as much. And this is a big, heavy truck, so getting, you know, slightly more supple suspension for off-roading is important. And I kind of glossed over it, but like I mentioned, nice general grabber tires. This is a solid set of all-terrains. Pretty quiet on road, and then good all-terrain performance. I have no complaints with the generals every time I've used them on the Titan. And then around back, guys, we also have this new sort of applique here on the tailgate. And once again, this big T, that Titan T, really borrowed off that Warrior concept. I think it looks really, really cool. Besides the way it looks, though, nothing really new in the back end of this truck. We still have the rail system around the edges and through the floor for tying down. You have your setup up there for a gooseneck or a fifth wheel. Of course, you have a plug over on this side of the bed. Always handy to have a plug, even if you're off-roading, you're out at camp, nice to be able to plug your stuff in. And then for anyone towing a fifth wheel on the other side, you have your 7-pin connector right up in there. And not bad at all. So, not massive changes, but again, enough to sort of, like I said, modernize this truck, sort of bring it in to the modern era to make sure that it can compete. Because with this Titan XD, I think it is safe to say, you know, Nissan really shot for the moon with that diesel, and clearly it just didn't work out. So now they're trying to sort of say, well, what can we do to keep this truck relevant? Now, the reason why you'd want an XD is because of how it tows, to be totally honest with you. Now, tow rating here, 11,040 pounds. That's not class leading. Half tons can tow more than that, but this truck has that bigger frame, bigger brakes, it's got bigger hubs, everything about it is beefier, so that is going to help once you hook a trailer up, and it should help with longevity. That's the reason why you want an XD, guys. So make sure you come back here to the channel, because I'm going to cover this truck in more detail. We're going to be driving around tomorrow, we're going to be visiting the plant where it's built, so hopefully there's a lot more coming on the Titan XD Pro-4X. And guys, that's it for this video. Why don't you go below, leave a comment, let me know what you think of the updates for 2020. Did Nissan do enough? What do you think about the diesel going away? Share your thoughts. I want to hear them. And as always, hit like, hit subscribe, and then come right back here to TFL Off-Road for the latest news, views, and real world reviews. See ya.